Thank you, Tony. Now we go in depth on the mail bomb investigation. As we told you live at 5, at least 10 suspicious packages have been sent to prominent Democrats and critics of President Trump. The latest actor, Robert De Niro, and former Vice President Joe Biden. Now, new at 5:30, an expert look at the urgent search for answers led by the FBI's counterterrorism division. Eyewitness News Analyst Lt. General Reginald Centracchio joins us now in studio. General Centracchio is also the former head of Homeland Security in Rhode Island. General, a lot of information from a lot of different agencies being shared over the last several days. Back in 2002, you established the Fusion Center in Rhode Island for that purpose to weed out terrorism. Is this what we're seeing here? Exactly.
Fusion itself means you bring together as much information as you possibly can. Weed out the stuff that isn't necessarily important at that juncture and determine what's actionable and act on it. And that's the exact purpose of the Fusion, getting information from everybody who has any information whatsoever, including the individual on the street. So that was the purpose of the center, and it's working well today.
Well, maybe mailing bombs and other packages via the U.S. mail is not really new.
It isn't. You can go back several years, perhaps 10 or 15 years, when the anthrax scare was out there. They were mailing that through the U.S. postal system. And the whole the idea of that is to either inflict damage on someone, try to kill someone, or to establish a psychological state of fear. And I think those three entities are basically what we're seeing today.
So are they compromising the safeguards that were put into place here?
They are. Look, what we're trying to do is, we need to be right 100% of the time in the protocol and systems in place. They need to be right only once. And I think that was part of the whole scenario of saturating 10 bombs or packages, and then even if one got through, they would have accomplished what they intended to do.
So what do those bombs contain?
Once again, you look at 10 years ago, it was kind of a bulky package and so on. Even today, what they're looking at is maybe a small envelope with a pretty significant potential in it, either biological, certainly chemical, radioactive, or maybe a small explosive. Any one of them would do significant damage to someone that's opening that package. I think the one clear thing that we're seeing here is each of these packages had some significant identity to be able to be taken out by the people looking for that.
All right, General, thank you for your thoughts.